Hi, I am starting a new project and we'll have to see how this comes out. It's a complete experiment, but I want to make a 2 tablespoon measure a coffee scoop. And basically I'm using the soup spoon blank that I sell with a shortened handle, but I cut these special just for this. Here's one I started to work on. And it should be pretty straightforward, I think. I have my carving gloves on. I recently stropped my knife. And I'm going to round out the bottom and then carve a bowl just as I would for a spoon. I'll try to keep, I think, the center, and it's what I did here, try to keep the center flat so that when it sets flat. And I think the handle is going to, I'm going to modify that a little bit and make it more of a short little handle for a scoop. It seems like a new good project and something that I'd like to have in my house and pass on to my kids. It might be an Easter present. I was thinking a set of wooden spoons might be a good Easter present for the girls. I think my oldest is 39 and my youngest is 32. So they all have their own households. But having some of Grandpa's spoons around for when Grandpa's not around is a fun idea for me. Not that I'm checking out anytime soon, but we're just going to work on rounding out the outside. And I've done something similar before. It was a 4-ounce spoon actually, but I wanted it to be exactly 4 ounce. And what I did was I put 4 ounces of rice in a measuring cup. This is volume measurements, and just poured it in. And when it got to be a little bit too shallow, knowing that I had to sand it, I got it to just about the right size. And then I finished sanding and the bowl was just about perfect. So, not a great deal new under the sun. We are basically doing a spoon. And I usually don't sell spoon blanks with lots of imperfections in them because I think new carvers don't expect them. But I also personally feel like some of these imperfections end up just adding a great deal of interest to the finished spoon, and I like them. And actually, one of the things I'm going to do soon, I have a blank that is full of beetle holes. A lot of the butternut trees were killed by, I don't know whether they were killed by the beetles or had some sort of tree disease. And after they died, the beetles came in under the bark and made lots of little brown tunnels through them. And I just find it very interesting. Of course, the beetles are all gone and the wood is safe. I have a serving spoon that I did that you can actually see daylight through when you hold the bowl up to the light, and it doesn't leak any liquid at all. And I just think it's interesting. I think they call wabi-sabi is imperfections that make something perfect. Something like that. You know, and I think even without imperfections in the wood, it's what makes wood interesting. And my plan, and I haven't finished one of these yet, let's see if I can do this with gloves on, is to keep a portion of it flat and then carve up a handle that looks something like that. I think this actually will look like a mini kuksa, if you know what a kuksa is. Lots of people who carve wood like to do kuksas. They're usually made out of burl, and they're a great deal of work. It's a traditional Scandinavian drinking cup, I guess, or small personal bowl. And I think this will be a miniature one of those. We're just going to round off, scoop out, and get our handle. And I think that will be about all we'll do for right now. I'll come back and see you all again sometime soon. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. A lot of my customers from Etsy have subscribed, and it's a big help. I don't know whether I'm going to keep on making videos for customers who buy my wood carving supplies. And I don't know whether we'll turn this into a legitimate channel or not, but we can start. I think it's nice to work on these projects, and you can see what I'm doing. Someday it'd be nice for me to see what you're doing with them. It really is nice. A lot of the people who've purchased my blanks post pictures when they do reviews, and I do appreciate the reviews as well. But it's always a little bit of a thrill for me to see how my stuff has turned out in someone else's hands, and I think frequently they look better than what I do. Anyway, thanks for your time, and I will check back in with you again soon. Bye-bye.